Yeah, guys, good morning, everyone. Guys, can you able to hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. So, what about others? Like, I think there is only two people there. What about others? So, can you ask your friends to join? So, we will wait for next 2 minutes also. No problem for me because like today it's gonna be machine learning. Okay, I don't want others to miss the session. So, please, guys, ask your friends to join. Okay, we will wait for a couple more minutes, and we will join. Okay. Yeah, guys. So I think we can start in a minute. So before that, like, guys, how about the last two session? Actually, we have completed two modules. Only two more modules. This modules is going to be very interesting. So you guys gonna learn live classes of how to create a model. Okay. Are you guys are very interested? Yes. Okay. That's great. Okay. Yeah, guys. So today we're gonna learn machine learning. So actually, this week we're gonna complete this machine learning. Okay. I we will start the class. So I will just start sharing the screen. Okay, let me know, guys. I think there is only two people, so let me know if there are any doubts. So it will be like, I think it will be more like a one-on-one conversation. So it will be great to understand the things. Okay, so is my screen is visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so before going for the session, like you guys are well versed with how to do data processing, how to do with Python, how to do SQL. So these kind of thing you guys are well versed. Okay, everything is ready. Okay, actually I got an assignment from one of you guys, so like that's great. So hope to continue that. So today we're gonna see machine learning. Okay, so actually, like, we have in the first class itself we have seen what is machine learning. Okay, what is AI, what is DL. Okay, so let's directly jump into the session. I don't think like it's gonna take more time. Okay, so first we're gonna see introduction to machine learning. Okay, so what is a machine learning? Machine learning is the branch of artificial intelligence where it enables system to learn and data from the data, and it improves based on its past experience, so that we build the system to develop something called as a prediction or analytics kind of thing. So this is what a machine learning. So we will give the data. Based on the data, it will create an experience. Based on the experience, it do some predictions or kind of forecasting. Okay, so guys, can you able to understand what is machine learning? Okay, that's great. Okay, guys, just be interactive. Just have a open like mic, so be interactive. Okay, whether it is wrong or right, we will be having a session. Okay, so that it will be interactive. So now we're gonna see types of machine learning, guys. If possible, just makes notes of it. So it will be very important thing that this will be asked in your interviews. Okay, first is supervised learning. Okay, supervised learning means labeled data. Can you guys able to understand the terminology of labeled data?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay. Okay. So anyone else? Okay. I will put it in the simple manner. Consider we are having a mission, and we are telling the mission we are having two different data. One is apple, another one is banana. Okay. We are telling the mission if if it is circle in shape, if it is in a color of red, then it is apple. So consider it as an apple. Then we are giving banana. If it is in the yellow shape and it is somewhat not in a circle shape, then it is a banana. We are telling like this, and we are training the machine. That is called as supervised learning. Okay, guys, can you able to understand? Can you get what is supervised learning in the real time? Okay, that's great. Okay, okay. So now, what is meant by unsupervised? It is the opposite of supervised. The model works with unlabeled data, finding patterns and structures. So I will put it the same example. We are having a mission, and we are giving apple without saying it is an apple. Machine itself just touch it and see it is a circle in shape, and just have a vision kind of thing and see it is in red color. So it is some class. It predict it as a some class. It will not say it is an apple. It is some class. Then it will take the banana, and it is not like a circle shape, and it is yellow, so it is some other class. So this is what unlabeled data. This is how unsupervised learning occurs. Guys, can you able to understand unsupervised learning?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Now comes reinforcement learning. Okay. Okay. How many of you play games? Okay, no one play. Guys, how many of you play games? No one. Okay, I will put the question in this manner so that only I can get the answer. How many of you know that snake game? In the in a small keypad mobile, we will be having a snake game, right? How many of you know about it? Just don't worry, we play. No. How many of you know the snake game?
I know, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so guys, have anyone tried to complete the entire snake?
No.
Right?
No, sir.
Okay, actually using AI machine learning, we can do that. How means based on the reinforcement learning. Okay, okay. I will put it in the simple manner. In the snake game, we will be having a food, and we will be having a snake. A snake has to eat the food. That was the first point. Secondly, if the snake eat on any of the wall, it will the life will be ended. Okay, life will be reduced, and we will be having three lives. And one more thing, it should not hit its own body. So these are the rules. Is it right, guys? Is there any other rules that we are having?
No, sir.
Okay, that's great. So this is a rule. What reinforcement learning will do means it will avoid these rules. Okay, it will just list down this rule and avoid the system whenever the rules is followed. So that what happens means the snake will cover the entire screen. That's the end of the game. Okay, so using machine like reinforcement learning, we can implement that. Guys, can you able to understand what is reinforcement learning? Like we are getting some kind of rules. Whenever the rules is followed, we are giving awards. Based on that, the model is learning. Okay, can you guys able to understand now?
Yes, sir.
That's great. So we have covered a major thing of what is machine learning and what are the types of machine learning. Okay, now we are moving on to the concept called as key concepts in machine learning. First, what is data? It is everything, right? In order to do everything, we need a data. It can be table, text, image, PDF, anything. So that is what data. The source or fuel, we can call it as a fuel, right? Fuel of AML, DL, data science is data. Okay, next, what is features? Features are the independent variables or an input that we use for the model to train. Features are the input. Okay, then what is the target? It is an output. Okay, it is a dependent variable. It's an output which model predicts. Then what is a model? Simply it's a mathematical expression. Okay, whenever I'm calling some model, it gonna be some mathematical expression. I think you guys gonna learn everything. Okay, step by step. So it is a mathematical expression which takes the input. Based on the input, it's gonna predict some output. Okay, guys, can you able to understand this key concept? Is there any difficulty that you are facing with the key concepts?
No.
Okay, that's great. Now we are moving on to libraries in machine learning. So in order to perform machine learning, it is not like a creating or building a greater restaurant, like not like that. We are having everything predefined. Okay, we are having libraries such as scikit-learn, which is for machine learning, and we are having TensorFlow and Keras for deep learning. Now we are gonna focus on scikit-learn. Okay, now we're gonna install the package. How we can install the package? Any package, pip install scikit-learn is a package name, and we need to provide this exclamation so that this cell will be treated as a terminal, and we are installing the library. So this is how we can install the library. Now we're gonna import some necessary libraries to do the performance of machine learning. First of all, we need numpy, which is used to perform some mathematical operation, and pandas, which is helpful for performing or manipulating some data frame kind of thing. And we are having something called as scikit-learn model selection, where we will splitting the data, train, test, and validation. And we are having metrics, where we will be having some metrics to validate the model, like accuracy or not to score. Guys, till this step, is everything is clear? We have introduced machine learning and what are the packages required. We have installed it and we have imported the packages. Guys, we are everything, we have set it up. Now we're gonna work on the problem statements. Okay. So guys, can we move further?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's right. So, what is the first topic means? Supervised and unsupervised learning. This is what the first topic. We're gonna learn what it is and a coding part, That's the thing. Okay, that is what we're gonna learn today. Okay, as mentioned, what is supervised learning? It involves training of labeled data. We are giving this is what the data, please learn it, and the output variable we know. What is an output variable? Okay, so this model, what it do means, based on the learning, it gonna predict the output. Okay, so guys, can you tell some example for the supervised learning? Any example? This is what the supervised learning from your understanding.
Weather forecast,
Okay, okay, how okay, tell me like what is an input for weather forecast?
like if we want to search today's weather,
Hmm.
then what? What
We should have a labeled data. That's it. Jaideep. Like, actually, weather forecast is a great example, but like, you need to justify me. Consider I am an interviewer. You just justify me. How you are saying weather forecast is a supervised learning.
we have temperature, then what?
Humidity,
Then humidity
wind,
and
wind speed.
wind speed.
Okay. Based on that, we're gonna
Yeah.
predict whether it is raining
And
or not.
yes or no, it predict the weather.
Great, great. So this is what supervised learning. Actually, it's a great understanding. Okay. So yeah, guys, like based on the inputs and labeled data, we're gonna find whether it is raining or not. Actually, it's a great understanding. Okay. So now, this is what. Okay, I have an example like whether a student will pass or fail based on the hours of a study. Okay, guys, please listen. This is the first model that we're gonna build for our supervised learning. Okay, please make notes of it, make a clear understanding of it. Okay, now I'm gonna prepare a sample data. Guys, tell me what is the structure this.
Dictionary.
Great. So okay, not a data frame, this is a dictionary. Okay, we need to convert to a data frame. Okay, that's the next thing. So we are having a dictionary. What is the key? We are having our study, and we are having the hours 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and passed is another key, and we are having whether the person has passed or not. If he study, he or she study more than 5 hours, he is passed, he or she has passed. Okay, otherwise he or she has failed. So we are having the dictionary. Now I need to convert this to a form that the machine can understand. Machine can understand the data only in a form of an array. Okay, so that first of all I will need to convert this dictionary to a data frame and then to array. Okay, now in order to convert this dictionary to a data frame, we're gonna import simply PD. What is PD? Import pandas as PD, right? Pandas is a PD. PD is an alias name. So PD dot data frame, we're gonna pass the data. Okay, that's great. Yeah, pandas. So data. Now we are having the data frame. See here, guys. Now it is a table structure. We are having our study and then whether the person has passed or not. Okay, so this is what. Guys, till this step, everything is clear because like we have created this data. Okay, everything clear, guys?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Now we are having the data. Now, so what's the first step we need to do? We need to split the data to input and output. What is an input here?
I studied.
Okay, great. What is an output?
Past. Whether the
Okay,
person is past.
okay, great. Now consider our x is the input and our y is the output. What I'm gonna do means df is the data frame name. Within df, I'm gonna call our study, which is our input. Past is our output. That's it. Okay. You guys see here for our input x, we are having only our study, whereas y past we are having only the past column. Okay. We have just splitted our data set to input and output. Okay. This was the first step that you guys need to do. Okay. Next, moving on to the next step. Okay. Now we need to split our data to training and testing. So training data for by which we will be training our model, testing data we will be testing our model. So we need to like split our data. So now to split our data, what we're gonna do means, okay, that's great, 80-20%. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we are having an inbuilt library called as train test split, which I have got from sklearn.model selection. Guys, see here, sklearn.model selection, we are having train test split. I'm gonna have the same thing here, train test split, and we need to specify what is our input, X. What is our output? Y. What is the test size you need? For test data, how many data you need? For example, if we are having 100 data, I need to have only 20 data for testing. That means 0.2. That is from the 100 data, I need only 20% of data for testing. Similarly, I'm doing that. Here we are having 10 data, right? In that, I'm just using 20%. That is 2 data for testing, others for training. Then I'm just specifying the random state equal to 42. The reason is whenever the notebook is run, it will provide the same result. You need to fix this random state to some value, not 42, any value. 42 is a common thing, but you need to fix this value so that only the accuracy that I am getting will be getting by you. Okay, so that's the thing. Because like, so I will explain the random state. What is random state, sir? Yeah, I will. Okay. What is random state? Actually, most of them has the problem in this variable. You can declare or not, but if you declare mean we can able to iterate or we able to get the same result that I am getting. Otherwise not. If I fix the random state equal to 42, consider I'm just fixing the random state equal to 2. Okay, we are having this data set, right? Wait, we are having this data set. Okay. Now, if I fix the data set random state equal to 2 means how the data will be splitted means 0, 1, 2. From here, it gonna take 8 data, that is 80% of data for training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is for training and this 2 for testing. When I choose 2, if if I choose 0 as a random state, then it will fix here. It takes 8 data for training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these 2 for testing. Can you guys able to understand now? Random state is a way of splitting the data. From where we need to split the data. If it is 42 means year 10, next 10, next 10, next 10, 40. 41, 42. Now it's gonna start from here. It's gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This 8 data for training, this one and this one for testing. So that's the reason if I put 42 means if you guys are using same thing, same amount of data is for training and testing, same data. Can you guys able to understand the random state?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay, where we pick the data. Wait, what's the question? Where we pick the data for evaluating that is a random state. No, we will be giving randomly, not like 42. You can give any number. The thing is, if you are using 42 means you will be getting the same answer that I am getting. If I am getting 100% accuracy, you will also be getting. Okay, yeah. Now see the shape. Earlier we are having input as 10. Okay, input data set. Now see, we are having 8 for training and 2 for testing. 8 for training, 2 for testing, right? Now the data is split into 80-20%. Till this stage, everything clear. We have prepared the data. We are ready with our data. Is
Yes,
there
sir.
anything? Okay, that's great. Okay. Now we gonna load the supervised model. I'm gonna use a simple model, that is logistic regression. From sklearn.model linear model, I'm gonna import the logistic regression. Logistic regression is one of the supervised learning which is used for classification problem. Now, I will explain the concept of logistic regression, how it works, okay, in the background. Consider logistic regression as a S curve. S curve as a formula, 1 by 1 plus e power minus x. Don't worry about the formula. Okay, S curve is the logistic regression. Okay, guys, please have a full concentration. Whenever you have a logistic regression, you need to think it is an S curve, and we will be fixing a threshold. Okay, above the threshold is a pass category, below the threshold is a fail category. Consider I'm going for this data set. What is the threshold? What is the threshold value? 4. Okay.
Is it 5?
5. 5 is the right value because 5 is 1, right? 5 and above 5 is pass, below things or fail. Okay. This is how the logistic regression works in the background. Okay. I think this is a simple explanation. I don't want to repeat that again, but I will do that if you guys doesn't understand. This is how the logistic regression works, but there is a there is a lots of thing will go in behind, like 1 by 1 plus e power minus x is the formula for logistic regression that you guys need to understand. But like this is a simple way of understanding, because like we are having everything in the sklearn dot linear model, right? Then why we need to go for it? But you need to understand what in the background is happening. Okay, now you guys can able to understand what the logistic regression do, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we're gonna load the model. Okay, logistic regression as a function to a variable called as model. Now we're gonna train the model. How to train the model? Model dot fit. Okay, we need to pass only training data: x train, y train. X train is the training input, y train is the training output. Now we are fitting the model. Fitting means we are training the model. Once we train, we need to predict the model. Trained model. Model dot predict, and we need to give the test data, input data only. It is gonna predict the final result. Okay, this is what the result will be stored in the y pred, which is predicted by our model. Now y test, sorry, x test, these are the values we are having: 0, 2, right? The value of this is like 9 and 2. These are the inputs. For that the y pred is 1 and 0. If 9 means the person passes, if 2 means the person fails, that is 0. Okay, can you guys able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we're gonna evaluate our model. That is how we can evaluate means what is in the training data. Okay, the data set that we are having. Y test is the test data that we are having, and y pred is the data which is predicted by the model. I'm gonna give that to the model accuracy, and it is giving 100% accuracy, because in the data set itself we have seen whenever the value is greater than 5, it is 1, otherwise it is 0. The model is also predicting the same manner. When it is 9, it is predicting as 1. When it is less than 4, that is 2 means it is 0. So it is perfectly predicting. So we got 100% accuracy. Okay, till this stage everything clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
now
sir.
we're gonna, yeah, that's great. Now we're gonna predict for single value. Okay, now I'm gonna see what if I give 11. Okay, 1 1 11. So we are having our model dot predict. I need to give in an array format so that the machine can understand. Machine is trained by using array, but 11 is the integer value, so that I'm going to convert to the array by using numpy library np dot array of this value dot reshape 1 comma minus 1 of 0. Why we are just reshaping means we have trained the model in that manner. Till this we are converting the integer value of 11 into array. Then I need to reshape 1 comma minus 1. That means the model is trained in this fashion only, because we are having only one feature. So we need to reshape it. And we are just giving the 0th index. 0th index will have the result. See, we are having 1. Is it right? Right? Whenever the value is greater than 5, we need to get 1. That is the person passes. Right? Our model is predicting rightly. I'm just saying that our model is trained perfectly. Can you guys agree with it? Okay, yes, that's great. Okay, now I'm gonna try with 0. Okay, what will be the result? It should be 0. The person files. It is giving the same answer. Okay, okay. Now the simple explanation. So logistic regression model is trained on hours study to predict whether the person passes or fails. The model accuracy is calculated using the test data. Guys, I think we have done with our first programming. Okay, model building, we have built a logistic model to find whether the person has passed or failed by using our custom data. Guys, is it difficult for you? No, that's great. Okay,
No.
Okay,
No, sir.
perfect, perfect, perfect. Happy. So yeah. So I will just say the steps. Okay, we're gonna say one more thing because it is supervised learning. We're gonna see unsupervised learning. Before that, I will say the steps. Please make notes of it. Okay. First step, we need to load our data set. Hope you guys are just noting down the steps. Then the second step, we need to split our data to input and output. Guys, I hope you guys are just noting it down. Then third step, you need to split out your data to training and testing. Okay. Then fourth step, you need to load your model, whatever model you need. Here it is logistic regression. Then you need to train your model on training data. Then you need to test your model using testing data. Finally, you need to evaluate your model, and you need to go for the prediction. Guys, most of them, I am also in the beginning, I will doesn't do this step. Without doing in this step, we cannot go for a real time data, because 0 to 10 it is everything is trained. Sorry, 1 to 10. Consider I'm just giving 11. I'm just curious. If it is 11 means it should be pass. Then only our model is working fine. If it is 0 means the model should fail. So this is how we need to test it, by using the real world data. Okay, guys, is the steps are noted down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Okay, okay. I will give a minute. Okay, just have a understanding of what we gone through for this supervised learning, and we're gonna see unsupervised learning. Okay, I need 100% clarity of you guys to understand supervised learning. Whenever the model is supervised, how we need to follow, what are the things you need to follow. Okay, so I will give a minute time. We will start this unsupervised learning in 11:38. Okay, I will give 2 minutes of time just to have an understanding. If they need doubt, just note it down and ask me. Okay, because we're gonna jump to the next topic. There is only one model. No, no, no. We are having lots of model. I've just mentioned you a single model. Every model is going to be same. You need to just load the model from SQL and that's it. There are different models available, like decision tree, random forest, different model, support vector machine. So yeah, guys, any doubts related to this supervised learning? If not, means we will move on to the unsupervised learning. Can you share those models separate class? Super, super. We will do. We will do. Sure. Guys, actually, am I told this like you need to go for the documentation? Am I discussed that? Just go to sklearn. Okay, just go search in the Google sklearn library. Just click on the first search link and then go for the documentation. That will be the proper way of learning. Okay, but I sure I will just do everything, but like you guys need to work on your side. Okay, So I think we can move for the unsupervised learning. I think you guys don't have any doubts related to supervised learning. We will move to the unsupervised learning. Yeah. So what is unsupervised learning? Unsupervised learning works using unlabeled data, aiming to find patterns or grouping within the data. So guys, any examples related to unsupervised learning? Any real world example, please?
Recommendation system.
Sorry.
Recommendation systems works like um, how analyzing the customer patterns,
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah.
what customers have bought during a month. Like
Yeah, that's one of the example. Yeah. So yeah, that is one of the example. Now I'm having a problem called as group students based on the hours like study habits without knowing the outcomes. See here, I'm gonna build the data in the same fashion in the dictionary. Key hours study 1 to 10. Assignment completed 2, 3, 1, 4, 6, 5, like that we are having. Now, guys, see here, we doesn't have any label for this data. That is, we doesn't have any target output. The same thing I'm doing. We are having the data. I'm gonna convert to a data frame. Now this is my data frame. We are having our study and then assignment completed. Guys, tell me what is an input here? That was the first step, right? What is the input? Guys, tell me what is the input?
our
Our
study
study.
assignment complete.
Our study, okay. Okay, I'm staying both the features. Okay. Why it is our study? Why not assignments completed? Guys, unsupervised learning do not have target value. Now tell me what is the input?
Assignment is already completed, so we can't take it as a input value.
Why?
Mm,
No. We can take. No. These are not the things. I'm saying this is a data set given to you. What are the inputs you need to take? I'm saying it is an unsupervised learning example, guys. Unsupervised learning doesn't have any target. That is, it doesn't have y value. Then we need to take both the things for the input, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry, it's my mistake.
Okay. Now, guys, can you able to understand what is it? Now, say, guys, what is the input? Guys, I'm not gonna move further. You guys need to tell me what is the input. Both the columns. That's right. Okay. We need to
Both.
take great. So we need to take our study and assignment completed both as input. That's it. Now I'm gonna use an unsupervised learning model that is k-means clustering. Okay. From sklearn.cluster, I'm gonna import k-means. How it gonna work? Guys, see this picture. We are having two classes, right? This picture only. So it is combined to some feature. This is combined to some feature. So it will be becoming two different classes, and this doesn't know what is the classes. It will just randomly say this class is 0, or this class is 1, like that. It will not give the exact value, guys. Okay. Earlier I have told, right? So if this is a circle in shape and this is red color, it belongs to some class. It is not a circle shape and this is a yellow color, it is some other class. It has that understanding only. Guys, can you able to understand? It will not exactly give what it is. It will just classify the things, just cluster the things, not classify, not cluster the things. Okay. Can you guys able to understand? So from this
Yes,
what it will
sir.
be doing? Yeah, based on the hour study and assignment completed, it will try to group the things. That's it. Okay. So for that we are using k-means. Now, still this, can you able to understand? I'm just giving the explanation for this uh, like model, how it is working, right? So here also there is something called as a terminology called as centroid, where consider here the centroid is, okay, and around that we will form a cluster. Consider here is another centroid, and we will form a cluster. Guys, Like, can you guys able to understand the concept of this algorithm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So moving on, we gonna load the model. K means within that I'm gonna say I need two clusters, 0 and 1. Okay, you can mention anything n. Okay, 3 clusters, 4 clusters, anything you can mention, and I'm just giving it to the variable called as K means. How to train the model? Model dot fit. K means dot fit. I'm gonna give the entire data set because entire thing is the input. So df. Now the model is trained. Now I'm gonna predict the result. How to predict the result? Model's value K means dot labels. It will give the labels for each and every input that we are having, and I'm gonna create a new column called as clusters, and it will be having the value C here. Now we are having our study assignment completed, and we are having clusters. See guys, so for the first 6, right, all belongs to cluster 0, and the last 4 belongs to the cluster 1. We doesn't know what it is, whether the person passed or failed, doesn't know, but 0 and 1. Now we need to label it. So since it is unsupervised, we get only these labels. Now we need to label it in our fashion, like whenever there is a 0, there is fail, whenever there is 1, there is pass, anything that we need. But unsupervised learning is used to just cluster the things, that club the things. It doesn't know anything about the label, target value. Okay, so simple explanation, like K-means cluster is used to group students based on our study and assignments completed. The data is divided into 2 clusters which can be analyzed to identify study pattern. Okay, guys, any difficulty or anything that you guys need to explain me again, if you guys need. So guys, can you able to understand?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, that's great. Okay, okay, that's great. Okay, guys. So now we have seen two things, right? One is supervised learning, and we have seen the model. And in unsupervised learning, we have seen one model. So I think this is what the second topic that you guys are having in the third module. Okay. Now, guys, is everything fine so that we can move for the next thing? Because like I think I am just going faster. I have just thought I will complete till this stage. But you guys are, since you guys are enjoying and just replying me, I'm gonna touch one more topic today. Okay, is it okay for you guys?
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, now we're gonna going for something called as classification and regression. Guys, please make notes of each and every terminology that we are discussing. You should not ask me the terminologies. You can ask the doubts, but you guys should not ask the doubts related to the terminology. If you guys ask me what is supervised learning in the next class, then there is no point of listening to this class. Please make notes of the terminologies, because like there is no point like we are just discussing 1 hour class about the terminologies, and again you are going for the next class and asking the same terminology. Okay, whenever you guys are having doubts within this terminology, we can discuss. Okay, but please make sure that you know about the terminology. Okay, now we're gonna see basic classification and regression problem. Today we will cover the classification. Tomorrow we will go for a regression and one bonus topic for you guys. Okay, so and that will be the ending of machine learning, I think so. So today we will be seeing classification. Just keep it in mind. What is classification? Classification is a supervised learning task where the goal is to predict a discrete label or category for each input. Guys, tell me any example for this statement. So I will put it in this manner. Classification is the supervised or unsupervised.
Unsupervised.
Supervised.
Sorry,
Okay, no, no problem, no problem. Okay, no problem. So supervised. Okay. Now you wanna have an understanding of what is supervised. Now tell me the problem. Tell me the example. Guys, tell me the example. Now you guys have explained me that classification is the supervised problem. Okay. Predict the fruit's name based on the color and size. Yeah, yeah, that's great. Any other example? Because like this is the example that we are just discussing. Any other example, guys? Guys, I'm just asking any other example because you guys have said that it is a supervised learning.
Predict the structures and according to give outputs.
Okay. I'm just needing some real world example, guys. Hello. Predicting the category of anything. Okay. Okay. So I will say the example. Okay. Now we're gonna classify mail as a spam or not based on the specific feature. Is it right? We can classify whether the mail is spam or not based on the specific feature. Okay. Now,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
okay. Now I'm going to show you some data set. It is a iris data set from SQL and library dot datasets. I'm going to import the load data set, and I'm loading the data set. I'm just printing the data set. See, this is the data that we are having. Four different features we are having. Together with it, I'm having something called as a classes 0, 1, and 2. Okay. So in this, I'm gonna classify into input and output. My x is iris.data, my y is iris.target. Okay, guys, see here, this 4 is the something called as, okay, this 4 is called as input. Okay, this 0, 1, and 2 are the output. Okay, so these are the features that we are having. Sepal length, sepal width, sorry, sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width. That is, these things are sepal length, these things are sepal width, these things are petal length, these things are petal width. Based on this input x, we're gonna find something called as y, which is our output. Okay, wait a minute, I will just show that. Okay, 0, 1, 2, based on the features, the four features, whether it is belongs to setosa, versicolor, or virginica, any one class, based on the features, based on the petal length, petal width, sepal length, sepal width, whether it is belongs to which class. Okay, guys, can you able to understand the problem statement?
Yes.
Okay, we need to classify them, right? Now how we gonna do that? We are having our input ready. Now we need to like split our data to training and testing, right? Train, test, split. I'm gonna give what is my input, what is my output, and then what is the test size, 0.2, and some random state. Okay, now we are having the training data. Earlier we are having 150 for the entire data set. Now our training is 120 and our testing is 30%, like 30, that is 20%. Now I'm gonna load the classification model. There are different classification model available, guys. I'm just using this classification model, that is decision tree classifier. Okay, now see here, someone has asked, is there any supervised learning other model? We have seen logistic regression, now we are seeing classification model, that is decision tree. Consider, this is how the decision tree works. Okay, we will be having a root node, and we need to just classify it, classify it, classify it, so that we will be ending up with the leaf node. Okay, so this is how decision tree works. I will put it in this manner. If salary is in between this range, this dollar like 50,000 to 80,000, yes means office will be near to home, no means you need to declare the offer. If your office is near to home, provide cab facility, otherwise you need to declare the offer. If you provide a cab facility, you need to accept the offer, otherwise you need to decline offer. Guys, can you able to find the hierarchy? Whether you need to accept the offer based on the salary, it's based on these features, and finally you are accepting the like offer. Can you guys able to understand this, how this algorithm will work? You are having a root node, and you need to come to the leaf node where you will accept the offer. Okay, other leaf nodes or decline the offer. So whenever you need to accept the offer, you need to have a feature called as salary is between $50,000 to 80,000, near to the house, and provide cab facility. Everything should be yes. Otherwise, you need to decline the offer. So this is how the decision tree works. You will be having root node, you will be having branches, and you will be having decision at each branches. These are called as sub nodes, and you are having leaf nodes. Guys, can you able to understand this model? Now we're gonna apply this model to our problem.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Okay. Okay. Guys, actually it is like I'm just explaining third model, but you guys are very interested and you guys are replying, so that only I'm just able to explain. So yeah, we will go for this model. I'm just loading the model, a decision tree classifier. Now I'm gonna train this model, classifier dot fit x train y train. This is what the input, and I have trained the model. Now how to predict the model that is classifier dot predict my x test. Now I will be having the value. This is the value which is predicted by our model. So these are the values. Okay. Now how to find the accuracy? The value which is already present in the data set, that is y test. There is an exact value, that the value present in the data set. This y pred is the value which is predicted by our model. Now I need to go for these things in accuracy, and you guys see here we are getting 100% accuracy. So till this stage everything okay, right? We have loaded the model, we have trained it, we have tested it, and we have find the accuracy. Now one step ahead, we need to find the test data value. Consider these are the four features we are having. What is this? Sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width. This is our input. And see what is an output? It belongs to vesicolor. Okay, we are having setosa, vesicolor, and virginica. One means we are having vesicolor. Now let's see what our model will find. Model dot predict. We need to give our input. This is what our input, right? X test of 0, and we need to reshape 1 comma minus 1 comma 1, because we have trained a model in that fashion, and we need to give 0, so that only we will be getting the answer. So that is, it will go inside. Before that we will be having array of this value. If you give 0 means it will go inside. So it is also throwing a value of 1. So in the data set itself it is 1. That is, if these four features are there, it is belongs to the vesicolor. Similarly, our model is also predicting it is vesicolor. Okay, so this is a simple explanation. So decision tree is trained on the iris dataset to predict the special species of the flower based on its feature. The model accuracy is determined by comparing the predictions with the actual basis or actual labels. So guys, can you able to understand this?
Sir, what does it mean by vesicolon and that
So
you
those are the
already?
labels. Okay. Those are the labels. Whenever you are having 0, it is called a setosa. But model can
Okay.
understand only zeros and ones, right? So whenever
Yes,
there is
sir.
0, it is setosa. 1 means vesicolor. 2 means virginica. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Sorry, no, sorry. Like any doubts you can ask. I'm here to clear that. Okay. Yeah. So I think I can stop here, because like tomorrow session we should have something. So actually we will be completing the machine learning in the next session, because today we have seen what is machine learning, what are the terminologies in it, what are the classifications in it. We have seen two different things. One is supervised and unsupervised, and we have seen classification problem which will be come under the supervised, and we learned about three different models. What are the models we have learned, guys? Let's list the models.
Regression analysis, classification,
I'm
supervision.
okay. So I will list the model name. We have learned about logistic regression. We have learned about, yeah, great. Then what we have learned? K means, and now we have learned decision tree. Guys, I have just teaches you guys three different models. Okay, so just go to Google, and then type what are the supervised learning models we are having, and then under classification you are having. Okay, guys, just go through these topics. Tomorrow we will be having a regression problem, regression code session, and I'm going to explain what is regression, and finally we will be ending up with something called as bonus session. That gonna be real time project. That gonna be like we will be just importing the data, and we will be doing the thing. What are the other models we are going to discuss tomorrow? Yes, that's the reason I'm just saying, right? The topic will be regression. Any regression model you're going to learn. Okay. And then for the capstone project kind of thing, I think we will be learning something called as random forest, I think so. So then I'm gonna give you guys an assignment. Okay, tomorrow the session gonna be very simple, but it will be more informative session. Please make sure that you guys join. So I think there is 2 more minutes, guys. So I think if you guys don't have any doubts, we can drop off. But like one more update, like tomorrow the session is gonna be somewhat prepondered. Like that's tomorrow's session will be like from 10 a.m. Okay, 10 to 11. Okay, so Sunday the session gonna be 10 to 11. I think you will be getting the notifications from the team. So guys, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so I will just make sure that the next session is also this much interesting. Okay, so guys, any doubts? And try to solve the assignments. Actually, I have given 3 assignments, right? So try to solve the assignments. So yeah, guys, if you guys have don't have any doubts, we can then drop. Whether we predict
So
this topic.
last lecture,
Yeah.
last lecture video is not uploaded on YouTube yet.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it will be uploaded soon. I will just talk with them and I will ask them to upload. Okay. So guys,
Okay.
anything else related to these topics that we need to cover? Because like, I think the tomorrow session will be very easy session, simple session, but like a more informative session. You're gonna learn how a real world data will be, how you need to import, lots of things you guys gonna learn. Okay. So yeah, we can do stock prediction by using linear model, but tomorrow I'm gonna tell you a simple example. I think it's gonna be linear regression only, but like I'm gonna tell a simple example for it so that everyone can understand. And I will ask you guys to go for a capstone project after completing it. Okay. So guys, if nothing is there, then we can meet tomorrow, like 10 a.m. Okay, guys, please make sure that you guys are joining. Okay, like I need some some of you to continually make interest, because consistency is a major important thing. Okay, we have learned about different programming languages, then data processing, now machine learning. If it is ending, means we are moving ahead with the deep learning, and everything will be completed, right? So yeah, I don't think like I think the classes are interesting. Is there anything difficult, guys, for you? No, okay, that's great. Great to hear. Okay, guys, like if nothing is there, we can drop off. Yeah. So thank you, guys. Thank you for your cooperation. We will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Okay. Yeah, guys. Bye. Bye, everyone. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.